cover the rivals, they can clinch home field advantage throughout the NFC playoffs. They can get it. That is if the Panthers lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, Baldy, this is a rematch of Week 10, so when you put this game in a microscope, what really jumps out at you?
Well, just the way that Arizona attacks with their speed, and they always keep you on their toes. And so, if you go back a couple weeks ago against Philadelphia, if you just freeze right here, there's Eric Rowe. They want to attack him on the very first play of the game with a skinny post here to John Brown, and they get it off max protection. I mean, John Brown beats Eric Rowe, and they wanted to just stick him on the first play. Now, John Brown drops this pass, but it tells you that this is what we're going to do. We're here all day, and we got the ability to get behind you. Now, you know, on another game right now, if you look at this play here, here's Michael Floyd at the top, and he's going to run a skinny post, and then underneath it is Larry Fitzgerald, and he's going to run this crossing route underneath it right here, just attacking this cover three. And what you get with this route combination is you're reading the free safety. And so Carson Palmer right now, he's going to see two go with Michael Floyd, and you get one with Fitzgerald. And so they're going to try to put you in a bind. Seattle runs cover three, expect that route combination. Seattle knows the deep ball is coming. And so how they play on the ball in the air in this game is going to go a long way to determining the outcome of this game.
Fantasy advice, Elliot, Week 17. Surprise me, will you?
Well, I don't know that I could surprise you, but if it were me, I would hesitate playing my Seahawks. And that's really hard to do because Russell Wilson's been awesome. Doug Baldwin has been awesome. But let's be honest. I mean, who drafted Doug Baldwin to start for your fantasy team? Nobody did. Nobody saw this coming. So the chances are, if you're in your championship week, you've got other wide receivers that are every bit as good as Doug Baldwin. So I would just say, given that Seattle doesn't have a whole heck of a lot to play for, you're taking a gamble by playing these guys. Now, you may not have another quarterback that's up there with Russell Wilson. I'm not saying that you sit Russell Wilson for Brandon Weeden or Brian Hoyer. I'm just saying that I would hesitate, look at your roster, and weigh your decisions carefully. Like I said, Doug Baldwin would be a tough play.
Yeah, well, if you're Seattle, Doug Baldwin's hot, so you want to keep him hot, but what do I know? So, Baldy, is it in the cards for the Cards? You see what I did there to get a win in this one?
I saw the double play. I like the Seahawks in this game. I mean, I think that they need a win going into the playoffs. I think they're going to play. I think Russell Wilson wants to play.
So no resting by Pete Carroll?
I don't think so. I think he's going in there to win this game right now, make a statement that, look, as a wild card team, we're ready to play. Our playoffs are already started.
I hope you're right, because then people can play these guys in fantasy. You hate to see it, though, in the third quarter. You know, the guys start coming out of the game, especially when it's such a great matchup like this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, these two teams, like, there is, as an analyst, this is one of those games that you love to do, because obviously Seattle is very talented in the back end, but Arizona doesn't fear them. They've gone up there and won plenty of times. So they've struggled against, Arizona struggled against Seattle at home.
You know who killed him in that game was Michael Floyd. Michael Floyd dominated Seattle in that game.
He's been pretty solid. And speaking of solid, the Seattle Seahawks, they've been good as of late. And Pete Carroll, he's treating this game exactly as if it were the postseason.
There you go.
His team traveling today as opposed to Saturday.